Joe, what's the feeling like in that dugout as that first inning's unfolding?
Well, I thought we had a lot of really good at-bats from our guys. And we had some big hits, and, and they come back and get right back in the game. It was a long 6 outs, that was for sure. But, our guys kept tacking on, and 2 guys at the top set the tone, and we ended up with 6 runs in the first.
When you look at the amount of the runs and the way you scored them throughout the course of the game, what encourages you the most?
That we continued to tack on. I think that's important. It changes the way you can do things, get some guys off their feet for a little bit. You use different guys in the bullpen. Nova does a tremendous job tonight giving us 4 innings and not having to use anyone else in 4 basically scoreless innings in a sense. I think he gave up 1 run maybe, or yeah, I'm not sure. But he did a really good job, and so tacking on runs is really important during the course of a season.
When the Castro trade first happened, you said it adds length to the lineup. You expected big things out of him, small sample size, but yeah. Your thoughts on him just the first 2 games?
Nice pace that he's on. He hit extremely well in spring training, and, you think about it, before he turned 26 just recently, he almost had 1,000 hits. That's a lot of hits for someone that age, and we felt that he would be big in our lineup, that he gave us a lot better balance than we've had the last couple of years, and that he would do a really good job at second base, and all that is, so far so good.
Ryan?
Joe, it'll overshadowed with all the runs, but Pineda didn't look great. What did you
No. I just thought his stuff was a little bit inconsistent tonight. He almost got out of that big inning that he had. It was a long inning that he had to sit, and that's always my concern when it's really cold like that. After that inning, I thought he settled down fairly well. But, it was a tough condition. It was tough conditions for pitchers tonight. And not only was it cold, it was extremely windy. And that makes it tough. Well, if it went on for an hour, I guarantee he would have been out. I think the inning between the 2 teams went on for an hour, but you start looking at 40 pitches. To me, is you're starting to push it.
Anthony,
do you think Castro's transition to New York may be easier because he was a star at a young age in Chicago and went through a lot there?
I think that's a valid point. He has been through a lot, and he's been through expectations, and he's been through being the guy at a very young age and having to move positions. He's been through a lot so far in his career. So playing in a big city, where you had to deal with a lot of different things. And so, yeah, it probably has.
Barry.
On that subject, Joe, you've had kind of like a tryout round robin here since Cano left. And now it wasn't that long ago that Jeter and Cano were your keystone. And now you've got 2 young guys in Gregorius and Castro. I'm wondering how you feel about it. It has been a short time, but do you feel confident that that's going to be your combination for the?
Well, I think Brian has done a really good job of replacing those 2. When you talk about Jeter and Cano, they were here for a long time, and in getting youthful players. I think the organization has done a really good job.